Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Honk honk, everyone. You guys, we just had such a good live stream. It was so much fun. A special thank you to John Witherspoon, attorney from DC, who came on and explained he was there in the visa hearing for Harry and that whole situation. And he broke it down and explained it to us very clearly. Thank you for that. So I will probably break that out in a separate video as well. So check back for that. But right now, I wanted to show you this. There were so many more thoughts on the Meghan video of it all. So many more things that occurred to me after I finished recording my initial thoughts on it. And then you guys brought so many more things to my attention. So this is a follow-up video, but it's worth watching because there's so many more things that we found out since that are worth talking about, and weird connections and conspiracy theories a little bit, and just some more things that we realized since watching it the first time around. So buckle up for this one. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm Jen. Honk honk. Comments, and let's look at this video because I know that's why we're here. And I know that's what we want to talk about. So I'm going to play it once without interrupting it because some of you are saying you have not seen it. I want you to see it. It's only a minute and like 20 something seconds. We'll play it and then we're going to talk about it a lot because I have a whole page of notes still of more things that we haven't discussed. So I'm going to let it play and here we go.
I was just told that something arrived that I have been waiting for. Oh my God. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena, we went to a community where all the homes were left in ashes. This mom had found a couple things, and as I was talking to her, I turned and looked and I saw this young woman and I said, "Oh my gosh, how old are you?" She's 15. She lives there. And her mom shared something with me and said that when they came back to see their house for the first time, which was as we were meeting them, that all that she'd been looking for in her home was the t-shirt from the Billie Eilish concert that she had just gone to that she left in the washing machine or the dryer. And of course, they now see their home and the washing machine and the dryer are ash. They're not there anymore. And so I said, "Well, I don't know Billie Eilish, but I'm going to figure out how to get you this shirt." So I thought of everybody that I knew and I made a voice note and I was like, "Please, can someone get this voice note to Billie Eilish? Here's what I'm asking." You guys, I don't even know what all of this stuff means, but it's signed for her. Is that a thing? The lunchbox thing? I don't know. This is when I feel really old. Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is going to mean so much to her. And honestly, to Adam Levine and Bahati, you guys helped get this over the line. To everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways to get through what's happened in California, just thank you so much. I'm going to go and email her mom now. Just wanted to share that with you guys.
That's what every time I've watched this thing now 400 times when I've like reported on it. And every time I just go, no. So I'm going to leave it on mute and we're going to talk about it because I have more to say. I see you guys blowing up in the chat. It's incredible, isn't it? I'm just blown away at the stupidity. I feel like I'm losing IQ points every time I watch this darn thing. And here I am watching it more with not many IQ points to spare. But seriously, what in the holy hell? What is this garbage? It's such cringe. Ooh, now I'm golden. It's such cringe. It's unbelievable. And yet here we are. That's Meghan, right? The voice note. I know. I see. I know. So much. Okay. So just some more thoughts I've had since I made yesterday's video that I wanted to bring up, and we'll talk about any of it, but there's just so much here. I did count the, here it is. I counted, people are talking about the eyes. I counted the eyes. We got 17 eyes, 1 Meee, 1 my, 2 we. So that's an average of every 4. Again, I'm like the light. Ooh, yeah, just dropped. Okay. That's an average of every 4 seconds making it about herself. Sorry, it's driving me crazy. It's just unbelievable. It's just Meghan, right? That's just what she does. Every 4.6 seconds, making it about herself. It's crazy. Oh, okay. Let's talk about it. None of this makes any sense. I have to say, of course, this is all my opinion. Here's my opinion on this. a bullshit. I'm calling a big old bullshit on all of it. That's my opinion. I can't prove it, but I have a brain and eyeballs, and I studied Meghan Markle long enough to say this seems like all a big pile of bullshit to me, my opinion. I don't believe that there's a fan. I don't. Okay. But there's just so much to this that I want to. Okay. If there is a fan that exists, why not have the merch sent directly to the fan? Why did Meghan have to be the go-between? Why couldn't she let Billie Eilish know, hey, this kid, blah, 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 can you hook her up? And then Billie Eilish's people take it from there. Because Meghan had to insert herself. But also the real, in my opinion, the answer lies where, well, emphasis on lies, that there is no fan, that this is Meghan getting it sent to herself so she can do some sort of delivery on camera or something to whomever we're pretending is the fan, just as she hugged that woman who happened to leave with them from the fire, from the fire area. Wasn't that a coincidence? Happened to find a victim and then take her with them? That's weird, right? Because nothing they do is legit or on the up and up. But why not have the merch sent directly to the fan? What really bothers me is stopping and thinking about the logistics of this. I'm going to hit play, by the way. The logistics of this. So she ripped open the package to show us all. How crazy is that? If I'm the fan, like part of the joy of getting my letter from Catherine and from the king was the envelope that it came in. I was so excited. I didn't want to mess with the envelope because that's part of it. I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted that to be part of, and it's part of it. It's seeing, oh my gosh, they took the time to send this to me. Oh my gosh, this is a royal seal. Just as that fan would be like, oh my gosh, it's from Billie Eilish's people, whatever. It probably doesn't say Billie Eilish's home address, but it might say Billie Eilish fan club, whatever it says. I don't know. Billie Eilish care of blah, blah, blah. That would mean so much to this little girl if she exists. I don't believe she does, but if she does, it's things like that. Yes, exactly. She's utterly vile. It really grosses me out. You're exactly right. But there's so much to this. Okay, so why not have it sent directly to the fan? We know why. The fan would probably rather have their original packaging. That strikes me as so odd. So again, I was talking to, and people asked about the court case. Yes, I do have boots on the ground about that coming hopefully very soon. We'll see about that. Hint, hint. I'm very excited. But I was talking to my friend John Witherspoon, the attorney, and he was saying that he had a prediction that we will see a delivery video coming soon. And I was like, oh, you're brilliant. And then I saw somebody else, and I'll show it in a little bit, who predicted any day now in People magazine, we'll see some sort of delivery video, or delivery, meaning where she delivers these goods to whomever this real or fake person is. So yeah, I think there's something to that. I think he had a good point with that. So since this has come out, and since I made my video, it has since come out that allegedly, it sounds like, and it may not even be allegedly, I think people have Googled it. It sounds like they're both repped, and there's some speculation that Meghan's been let go of WME, but regardless if she's still with them or formerly with them, she has a connection to WME, and they believe that Billie Eilish is repped by WME. So if that's the case, why does Meghan need to be involved? She doesn't. And it shows what little effort was actually put into this thing, because all she had to do was get in touch with somebody at WME and be like, hey, can you get Billie Eilish to send her this stuff? Cool. Thanks. Bye. To me, it's even more of a slime trail. I don't know how else to say that. I'm not blaming Billie Eilish. I'm saying it's more of a slime trail on Meghan. Like, what little effort was actually made versus how she's using it for clouts and clicks and all the words that I hate, like, it's really quite disgusting. It really is. Like, there's so many levels to the disgustingness. And I do see the supers coming in. I will read them. I promise. Just give me just a minute. And I promise I'll get to them 1 second. But yeah, it's so disgusting. So if they're both repped by WME, that's even less effort, The other thought I had about this is, let's see. Oh, yeah, it just wrote, it puts in perspective how low effort this whole thing was and how it's all a payoff for Meghan. It has nothing to do with some real or pretend girl. It's to do with Meghan. The other thought I had was, of course, Catherine just had a beautiful picture released taken from Louis, Prince Louis. And so, interesting that within hours of that coming out, I can't remember the exact timeline, but I'd say it was less than a day, right? It was within hours of that coming out. This happens to come out. Something I forgot to mention in the video, but also she has a history there. This is what Meghan does. She does things like this to try to upstage Catherine, Princess of Wales. So that wouldn't shock me at all if one has to do with the other in terms of that stuff. That hit me. Adam Levine, Spicy, you were looking into it. Do you know, is Adam Levine, or does anybody know? I'm not putting Spicy on the spot. Does anybody know, is Adam Levine also rep by WME? Because it's interesting that she name dropped him. Adam Levine and his wife, Behate, I think is how you say her name, Prinsloo. She's from South Africa. She's gorgeous Victoria's Secret model. But yeah, so she name dropped them, and I found that very interesting. There must be a reason. There must be thank you. Yes, absolutely. That was the other point. You're right. I talked about that in the video. Also, that Trevor announced, thank you so much, the birth of his third baby. So it's anybody else, I'd be like, well, that's just a coincidence. They haven't been together in a long time. Not with Meghan. No, I think everything's calculated, so it wouldn't shock me at all. Hold on. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that. Twisted Metal. Look at you knowing stuff. Twisted Metal coming through and letting me know that Adam used to be with WME before he started his own company. Fair enough. So then he still would have connection to there. I just feel like it's all a slimy trail. Do you guys get that vibe? Because that's the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to make a few more points, and then I want to read your comments, and I want to talk about those, and I want to read the super. So one more second. If I don't make these points, they'll fly out of my head. Here's another point that I didn't realize until after. I was so mad at myself. I didn't realize it until after I recorded this thing. So what does she say at the end of this thing? Something along the lines of, I'm going to go email the mom, or I'm going to go call. I think she said call or email. I think she said email. Let me just play it so you can hear it. Listen.
Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is going to mean so much to her. And honestly, to Adam Levine and Behati, you guys helped get this over the line. To everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways.
Ring showing.
To get through what's happened in California. Just thank you so much. I'm going to go and email her mom now.
I'm going to go email her mom now. Okay, so think about that. So much craziness was happening in the video. It didn't even occur to me. Like, oh my God. So that means she made this video. She unboxed this stuff and made this video before even talking to the family. So where's her priority at? I would say it's at herself. That's not a shock, but you see where I'm going with that. So her priority was herself, not this kid. Because wouldn't your first instinct be like, oh my gosh, I need to call this kid. I need to let them know. Or even if you want to surprise the kid, call the mother and let her know, hey, I'm about to send something over and your kid's going to be very happy. Whatever. Not Meghan. No. Meghan has to put herself right in the middle of it and make it the Meghan show. Here you go. There's another one saying, WME represents Adam Levine, also a founding partner of Verve. Okay, so yeah, so there is the link. Thank you so much. I think you're both saying the same thing. Here you go. Thank you, Squeegee. Adam Levine signed with WME 2015 along with his band Maroon 5. I love Maroon 5. WME represented both Levine and the band in all areas. Thank you so much, Squeegee. Yeah, so it's just, this slimy trail that all roads lead back to Meghan. It really does. Oh, there you go. Look at you, Twisted Metal. I'm giving you a gold star. You know what? You get my Mint Award for today. When you guys elevate these live chats and stuff, I'm giving you the Mint Award. So today you've got it, Twisted Metal. So Twisted Metal is pointing out that Mindy Kaling and two of the chefs that were featured on this With Love Meghan are also part of WME. Bam. Mint drop. Mic drop. Thank you, Twisted Metal. Thank you for that. Yeah, so it's all a slimy, it's a kiss her own ass trail. I don't know how else to say that. It's just what it seems to be. but I have more thoughts. So she told the world on Instagram before she told the family. She's showing the world on Instagram before the family. So obviously it's not that I want to surprise this little girl. I don't believe the girl exists, but if she did, wouldn't it get back to her? Wouldn't it be Didn't you just blow the surprise? There's just so many reasons that this really bothers me. Didn't you blow her privacy or her I just think as a victim of a fire, if this girl exists, and I don't believe she does, but if she did, aren't you breaking some sort of confidentiality is not the right word, but it's just, yes, thank you. It's just tacky. That's it. It's just tacky. We should do a Mint Awards. Yes, I like it, Kat. Let's work on that. Yes. It's just tacky. It's gross. It's icky. It's making it about yourself. It's all the things that Meghan does. Let's see. Just a few more thoughts, and then I'm going to read your comments here and your supers. Let's see. Oh, the other weird thing I'm seeing, and you've probably seen it too. I think I pulled it as some of my slides coming up, but the other weird thing I'm seeing is that People Magazine, that's not a shocker, but also Daily Mail have these articles out, and I think I talked about it. It may have been on Patreon or on the main channel. I can't remember. But they keep pointing out makeup-free Meghan. Isn't that the most bizarre thing? First of all, she's not makeup-free. And I honestly don't even care. She's lipstick-free, but she's got eye stuff on. You can see it. She's got eyebrows going on. I don't even care about that. But they're making such a big deal out of it that I'm starting to care about it and say, well, that's just freaking weird. Like, why do we need to report on that? And that tells me, I'm just guessing, I'm speculating here. We know People Magazine does this. It sounds like it's coming from Meghan. Are we supposed to, is this like a toned down, humbled Meghan? Is that what we're supposed to believe? Honestly, all roads point to the world revolves around Meghan. And this to me screams mostly just a clap back to everybody who criticized her, rightly so, for being a monster and making the, the tragedy about herself and about her cliques and everything else. And same with her idiot husband. So this is her way of saying, look, there is a reason I was out there. I was there to help people like this. No. Okay. All right. I know charity that William and Catherine do is publicized. I understand it. But imagine all just I don't know how to say that. The secret things they do. I don't mean secret. That's not the right word. The in private things that they do, the wishes they grant, the people they meet, the ways that they help without having to publish it on Instagram for the world to see. It's just something you do. Again, a huge thank you to Spicy and to Squeegee because they went and looked and we can't find any evidence of Billie Eilish posting about this. We can't find any evidence of Adam Levine or Behate posting about this. It's just Meghan because they probably do stuff like this constantly. You just do things to help people. You don't need to advertise it. Hell, I'm nobody. I am nobody. And I'm okay with that. But there are things sometimes that I have done behind the scenes to help people because I can and because I like to do that. But I've never spoken about it and I never will because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it makes somebody feel good, it doesn't need to be advertised. And again, I'm nobody and I'm not looking for a pat on the back for this. It's just something you do. If you have the ability to help somebody and you feel like it's the right thing to do, it's what you do, not Meghan. Let's get some clicks out of this. What's in it for me, Meghan? Oh, look at me. What's in it for me? I just came up with that. What's in it for me, Meghan? That's it. That's her. Okay, I've talked a lot. I'm going to read some of your supers first, and then I'm going to read some of these chats because I know you guys have a lot to say, and I want to read them. I just have so many thoughts on this. Okay. All right. Let's read some of these supers real quick that I've missed, and thank you all for that. Okay, starting with Sarah. Gee, beautiful picture. It says the real question is, why did Bianca... Wow. I can't answer that. I do not understand that situation at all. I don't get it. And I don't know, but thank you for the super and you're gorgeous. I like your thumbnail. I don't know. I can't make sense of any of that. Lisa, thank you so much for the super. Lisa says it would mean so much more coming from Billie Eilish. Yes, exactly. exactly. And I'll tell you what, if Meghan actually was instrumental in this and helped, and the girl knew it, wouldn't she, like, okay, if I'm in that situation and I'm the girl and I found out whomever, I don't know, some random celebrity, not that Meghan's a celebrity, some random person facilitated Jamie Dornan sending me a bunch of stuff. I'm thinking the facilitator, I'm doing it. And if they're okay with it, I'm doing it publicly because I would want people to know that they did it. So that would have accomplished what Meghan wanted to achieve, but except for it wouldn't, because Meghan's all about the publicity for herself. So she would think that wasn't a big enough stage. But do you see what I'm saying? It would have probably organically eventually come out. And to me, it's always better. It's like, okay, Keanu. Where's Spicy at? Spicy's boyfriend, Keanu, don't tell her husband, does these things constantly. We hear about it constantly, about like things he does to help the crew or to help the whomever. He buys presents, he gives bonuses, things like that, because he's a nice guy. But it's never directly from Keanu. It's because some crew member thanked him or something. That's how we find out about this. And to me, when I hear that, I just go, oh my God, I love him. And also good pick, Spicy. I can't wait to double date with Jamie Dornan and Spicy and Keanu. That'd be so fun. Great. But no, seriously, you hear about things like that. I think HG had mentioned one time that George Michael very much did things like that. He didn't want people to talk about it. He just did it behind the scenes. We always hear of celebrities doing that. Not Meghan. It's just so much more impactful, I think, doing it that way. That's just my opinion. Okay, guys, you have to let me know. What are your thoughts on all of this? How insane is this video? Seriously, it's like the grift that keeps on grifting. No, it's a gift that keeps on giving, because we keep finding more craziness to it. And I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. Let me know your thoughts on all this. Leave me comments. I love to read those. I do want to thank my Patreon members. That's right. I want to shout out my lovely geese and ganders who support on Patreon. If you're interested in Patreon, you can check it out at patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yep, it's my old name, but it's got tons of stuff, hundreds of videos. So if you're not sick of me yet, go check me out over there. A huge thank you to all my executive geese and ganders. It means so much to me that you support the show. Guys, it's Invictus. I feel like we have so much crazy stuff coming up. As they continue to do crazy things, I'll continue to call it out. Megan likes to do a look at me right beforehand. Like the hamburger thing. Remember the In-N-Out photo shoot that she did through the drive-thru? So I'm sure something like that is coming. So much more craziness to get into. Thank you as always for being here. It means so much to me. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.